Yo. What's good, y'all, man? We got Monarchy, Legacy of the Monsters. I ain't gonna lie. I hope I said that right. I ain't gonna lie, though. Episode 4 breakdown, man. Theories and clues. And once again, another good-ass episode, man. You know what I'm saying? Left with a cliffhanger. And dude looked at him like, oh, shit. We back to the basics. They back to the basics, man. As they started, they going right back to the Monarchy. So we're gonna see how, you know what I mean? But at least the dad's still alive. Well, you know what I mean? Well, so far. But and then the computer got damaged. So I don't know, man. I don't know. So we see, man, episode 5. We see episode. I don't know how many episodes is it. I think it's like 8 episodes. I don't know. But anyway, man, we're gonna check this out and see about the breakdown.
Well, I never thought I'd see Kurt Russell in Alaska again.
Anyone messes with me and the whole camp goes.
Monarch Episode 4 is here with a ton of new questions and theories on what's going on in the Monsterverse. For those of you new to these videos, this is not a recap, but a deep dive into the mysteries of the show, and I've left timestamps below so you can see all the topics I'll be covering. And before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm planning on covering every episode of the season. All the way out in Utah, we have Monarch Outpost 47. In the Monsters, we learn that Monarch has over 230 such outposts scattered all over the world. Stationed here is a woman known only as Barnes, who any of the boys fans out there might remember as Huey's girlfriend in episode 1. It's currently unknown if there's any relation between her and soldier Jackson Barnes from King of the Monsters. The legendary Twitter account posted this activation dossier which shows that he has a sister named Stephanie. Barnes here seems to be the only scientist at this remote Utah outpost, which charmingly has Armageddon energy drinks littered throughout the place. Things take a dramatic turn when Barnes picks up strange pulses of gamma radiation, similar to the readings Monarch received shortly before Godzilla attacked San Francisco on G-Day. This puts Assistant Director of Monarch, Natalie Verdugo, in a difficult position. Does she warn the world that an attack may be imminent, causing panic, or does Monarch take matters into its own hands and try to stop this attack before it happens? There seems to be two factions within Monarch, one run by this military woman who wants to attack, and the other by Tim, who wants to
they got two different
Titans. So expect
people.
This conflict to
So
continue
like,
in the episodes to come. Last episode, we got our first glimpse of a new Titan called the Frostvark, and in episode 4, we learn a bit more about how it operates. The Frostvark
like fire.
is attracted to heat, which Lee Shaw and the others will use to their advantage to make their escape. But what intrigues me the most about these Titans is what Lee Shaw says.
Titans have odd effects on their surroundings and how we experience them.
If we're to believe Lee, it was the Titans' energy that messed up their electrical instruments. We also see that Kate, May, and Lee end up walking around in circles, and Kentaro experiences hallucinations. So it begs the question, to what extent can these Titans manipulate our surroundings? What other weird and strange effects can they inflict on us humans? Barnes tells us that the readings she's picked up are common from pulsars originating from black holes in outer space. The pulses she's picking up, however, are coming from Earth, specifically Alaska. Could this then mean that this swirling light we see
that might be it though. That little light thing might be though.
Below is the cause of these readings. A pulsar emits electromagnetic radiation, and we know that Titans are attracted to radiation, so there seems to be a link here. Readings of this kind haven't been seen since Jinjira and Yucca Flats. Jinjira was where the nuclear power plant a male Muto fed off in 2014's Godzilla, and Yucca Flats was where the female Muto fed off discarded nuclear waste. This episode offers us a little more insight into Kentaro's past, particularly his foray into the art world. I think it's pretty interesting that his work centers around challenging our assumptions about identity. Pretty ironic since his own identity is called into question after finding out his father had a secret second family. Kentaro doesn't have an answer as to why he makes this type of art, calling it intuitive, and that's likely because he's struggling with finding out his own identity. This is where Kentaro meets May. And I don't know about you guys, but I think she's definitely hiding something. Not only did she upload those secret files without telling Kentaro, but last episode we saw her throw
on the phone call
a phone into the ocean. Totally normal behavior. And things get even more suspicious this episode. When they land, it's May who's adamant that Kentaro didn't see this abandoned outpost, even though he said he did in episode 3.
What's that down there?
Then there's this line.
People don't give other people a shot unless there's something in it for them.
Did May give Kentaro a shot because there was something in it for her? When Ken asks her what her job is, she's extremely vague, stating computer shit. She has a bag full of passports and money, and to top it off, we see her phone is a flip phone, ancient tech even by 2015.
Yeah, that's kind of red flag. she got a flip. You know, it's the Asian tech, even though, you know what I'm saying, everybody got the other shit, so it's like...
You'd think someone whose job is computers would be a little more up to date.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
When May is on the brink of death, she won't let Lee take her bag.
Come on, man, let me carry that bag.
No, no.
It's almost as if there's something in there she doesn't want him to see. We also get the name of May's sister, Lyra, who she tells to stop calling because she's busy traveling for work. The fact we never see her is also suspicious, and I wonder if this person could be someone we already know. Kentaro's discovery of the abandoned outpost brings hope to Ken and Kate that their father is still alive. The pile of pencil shavings, something Hiroshi would carve, and a working radio suggest their father had fixed it and radioed for help. Just who picked him up and where he went remains to be seen.
Yeah.
It should also be noted that all of Hiroshi's files seem to have been destroyed this episode. His notes from the tent were used to fuel the fire, and the computer with the digital files were frozen by the Titan, so it looks as though our characters are back to square one. But something tells me Tim and Monarch may offer them some clues. Now we get into the trailer sleuthing part of the video, where we take a look at the season's trailers to see what could be coming next. Keep in mind I won't be covering every shot, just the ones I think will be relevant in the episodes to come. Here we see Lee Shaw tied up with a film reel playing behind him. It looks to be the Philippines 1952 reel Ken found in his father's office. I'm inclined to believe that Lee gets separated from Ken, Kate, and May, as we'll later see them on their own being given a tour of the Monarch Arlington headquarters without him. It appears as though Lee is interrogated by Natalia Verdugo, judging by this woman's hair in the back. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know I've theorized that Lee Shaw and Keiko had an affair, and it's possible he's Hiroshi's father, making Kate and Kentaro his grandchildren. There are quite a few shots of Lee and Keiko together we haven't seen yet, including this one of them dancing. This is the only shot of Hiroshi we haven't seen yet. However, we can't be sure if this is a flashback or not. This
we don't know.
Background could be some sort of scientific experiment. He also seems to be in a desert of sorts, and considering we'll see our main cast in a desert setting, I can't help but think there's a connection. Take a look at these two shots. One is from the first trailer and the other from the second. But look at the difference in the mountain in the background. Either the VFX team put this in as a...
Oh, I see the back. Yeah, they probably fixed it. Trailer 1, trailer... Yeah, they probably fixed it on trailer 2. So they still working on VFX then. You know, they probably still working on that, kind of like Marvel. Marvel is still doing this, you know, do that too.
Set extension, or this could be Godzilla's spine. Check out this aerial shot of a spiky mountain range crumbling and the emergence of Godzilla.
True.
Although there's no definitive proof yet that Hiroshi is here when Kate and Kentaro are. This is something I'm really interested in, Lee Shaw going into this large sphere almost as if he's some sort of astronaut. My best guess is that this is a mission to the Hollow Earth, the home of the Titans we saw in Godzilla vs. Kong. We'll see a similar, if not the same sphere over 50 years later in the background of this image. Here's Ken matching up some pinpoints of light to coordinates from a map that looks a lot like the one found in his father's office. It's possible it could lead to one of the geo-coordinates May found while scanning Monarch's files. And Lee here in front of a computer that says primed. When I think of primed, I think of a bomb, so who knows what he's up to. But now I turn it over to you. What do you think will happen in the episodes to come? I want to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And for more bad takes, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ThinkStoryYT. Until next time, remember, Daddy loves you very.
Anyway, man, like it up, sub, hit the bell if you're new. Let me know what y'all thinking. Let me know what y'all think in the comment down below. But good ass episode, man. Episode 4. Looking for episode 5. You know what I'm saying? Next Friday. But yeah, like it up, sub on you. Alright, and let me know what y'all think. Alright, peace.